So then what happens if, though you're not spending Thanksgiving by yourself, you're actually going solo to go visit family in another city, another state, maybe it's around the block, but you've been invited to a family get together and you are going alone. You're an adult and you're going alone. So I know walking into a family gathering without a partner or kids can sometimes feel like you're under a microscope. I don't know if your family does this. I know that my family did before I had children, but there were questions like, when are you going to settle down? And why are you alone? And those questions are like, can kind of sting. So the reframe for this is that showing up solo is not a deficit. It's a declaration of selfhood, and you're bringing your full self into the room, and you should know that's enough. Know that you are all that needs to come to the table. So here's a good tool that you can use when you get to your family get together. Practice a few redirect scripts. So, for example, if someone asks about your relationship status, you can just say, I'm focusing on things that bring me joy right now, like my work, my friends, and my projects, and then pivot the conversation back to them. Then you can say, how are you doing? How are you and Jim, your husband, for example, doing? How are the kids? And take the focus off of you. One of the sensory strategies, though, that you may need, especially if you're a solo person and it's just really crazy and hectic in this environment with, your siblings may have brought their kids, or there's just a crazy family dynamic. There's politics being talked that you don't want to participate in. Just identify a safe zone in the house, a quiet room. Maybe it's a porch or even the bathroom where you can retreat if the social energy gets too intense. And just know you don't owe anyone an explanation for your life path. Your presence is already a gift and you showed up. Another strategy that's really helpful is to arrive 10, 15, 30 minutes late and then leave 10, 15, 30 minutes early. You don't have to be the first person there, and you don't have to be the last person there. Another strategy that some people have used is they get along great with the kids. And so a friend of mine, when she goes to big birthday parties where there's lots of people around or big family get-togethers, she focuses on the kids. And she goes and she plays games with the kids, and she goes outside and they swing in the swings and they play tag, and she will hang out with all of the younger children and becomes the fun aunt that everybody likes to hang out with. You can also bring games, like you might want to bring a board game, or if you happen to have a yard that you can play with the kids at, you could bring things like horseshoes, or there's a really great ball toss game called Ladder. So if you bring those games with you, you can set them up and get people involved. There's a game also we have here in the South called Cornhole, where they are two big giant boards that are about 20 feet apart, and you throw these bean bags and try to get inside the hole of the big board that is 20 feet away. So we play a lot of those kinds of games, and that can sometimes depressurize having to have communication and weird conversations that's always so uncomfortable.